We would look at our service users as a vulnerable group in terms of the coronavirus. A lot of them, their nutrition levels aren't good, their general health isn't good. Many of them have suffered pneumonia, chest infections and that over the winter. Then we look at the advice that's been issued for people to protect themselves and measures that they should take, such as self-isolation, hand washing. Those are just not available to somebody who's rough sleeping, living on the streets, living in a park. It's absolutely impossible for them. We're doing our best to provide them with some things like soap. We can't get our hands on hand sanitizer like anybody else to give them, which would be the easiest thing for them to use. So what is a difficult service to already run, we really are stretched at trying to help them, and I really do feel that they are under threat. They have real concerns, and while they might not be watching television like the rest of us, they've seen the headlines in the papers, they have heard the talk. I've had one guy approach me this evening. He was in hospital, he had issues with his jaw and he was afraid to stay. He had real concerns that it would be detrimental to him and to his health to stay in the hospital if there was some case of a coronavirus there. We always like to think we'll always be out and we'll always try and show up. The need is there and we always want to try and meet that need. But we had to have a conversation, about, are we doing the right thing going out? Is everybody comfortable going out and providing this service? We don't want to pass anything on to any of our service users. We don't want to be an accomplice in helping this virus to go on. I think undoubtedly some cases will appear. I think it's inevitable. I think we're going to see cases in every group. So I think inevitably we will see some in the homeless, as with everywhere else. It's how we're going to contain it. How will the homeless combat those measures that everyone else is able to take? The hand washing, the self-isolation. How will they do that? I think they're going to have to be assisted in some way to do it, to prevent a mass outbreak. As we said, some of these are immunocompromised, nutritionally imbalanced people that this really could destroy.